Last one, staying in the Middle East. There are reports that the administration is considering sanctioning Israel over the settlements issue. I wonder if you could say true or false.
Well, I've been informed of some of these reports, and what I can tell you is that I'm not going to talk about any sort of internal deliberations inside the administration, and certainly not inside the White House.
All right, folks. In the previous hours, Gimme 5, we brought you Ed Henry with Jonathan Karl, and Jonathan Karl tried in vain to get an opinion, a statement with regards to the CIA report that was released today and whether or not the president believed that the enhanced interrogations were beneficial in any way, shape, or form. And now you got Ed Henry of Fox News trying in vain to get Josh Earnest to comment on something that has been reported, that the White House is considering putting sanctions on Israel. Unprecedented consideration. At the same time, they're lifting sanctions against Iran, the country that has sworn to destroy Israel. Well, when you don't particularly care about Israel, or maybe you don't particularly care about Jews, as some have claimed, like Ben Shapiro has claimed, then maybe you put sanctions on Israel. Here's more.
But I will say something that I have said many times before, which is that Israel is a close and strategic partner of the United States of America. And I don't need to remind you of the strong and unshakable bonds that exist between the United States and Israel, and the United States' exceedingly strong commitment to the security of the nation of Israel. That said, we've also been crystal clear about our view of settlement activity. That view has not changed. We believe that settlements are illegitimate, and we have deep concerns about highly contentious planning and construction activities that the Israeli government is pursuing in East Jerusalem and the West Bank. We believe that those kinds of activities are counterproductive. We made those views clear in public. We've made those views clear in private.
I know, folks, what's more frightening than a construction team building buildings? What, or you know, building apartments? What could be more frightening? What could be a bigger threat to peace? Could it be a Palestinian culture that teaches their children to kill the Jew through their television shows, their Mickey Mouse shows, their Hamas camps, you name it? That the Jews are monkeys, we'll take Jerusalem with our blood, having songs in the Palestinian media that glorify running Jews over with their cars, which is the new phenomenon. None of that really matters. But you put a construction company out there with yarmulkes on their heads, ooh, that's a threat to peace. We have to do something about those Jews when they build. I'm telling you, folks, it is insanity. Here's more.
Very clearly, you're not denying that sanctions are on the table against even an ally.
I'm very clearly not denying that we have strong concerns about settlement activity that's underway in Israel, but it has not and will not affect the United States' strong commitment to the national security of the nation of Israel.
You know, I got to tell you, it is insane. And what's wrong with Jews living with Palestinians in Jerusalem or on the West Bank? You talk about apartheid and ethnic cleansing, or at least the radical left does, and those that hate Israel. Well, what's really apartheid? The Palestinians want their own Palestinian state, no Jews allowed, and they want Jerusalem as the capital of their other state. I mean, it's just insane. I've been saying insane. It's insane. Here's more.
How can you be telling Congress, don't issue more sanctions against Iran, at the same time that you're considering sanctions against an ally in Israel?
Well, again, I'm not going to comment on any of those reports about our discussions as it relates to Israel.
Sanctions. You're leaving that door wide open here.
No, I'm saying that I'm not willing to talk about.
So there's no. You're not considering sanctions.
I'm saying that I'm not willing to talk about those kinds of conversations. But what I am saying is that, you know, we have been clear about what our strategy is against Iran, and there is a historically tough sanctions regime in place against Iran. And those sanctions that were put in place by Congress and implemented by this administration have been effective.
But when we talk about the Jews of Israel, that's none of your business. Watch.
I'm less willing to talk about any internal conversations about Israel.
Of course you are. It would ruin the big announcement. Today I'm putting sanctions on the state of Israel. How dare they build? Don't go away.